Next on Worcester News Tonight, a program in Worcester is giving kids a chance to play music. Plus, the season's first significant snowfall is here. How residents in the area are reacting to the early winter. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Anna Botari. Recreational marijuana shops are set to open in the state next week, including one right here in central Massachusetts. The Cannabis Control Commission says the background checks were thorough and it took a lot of planning to get to this point. The commission authorized Cultivate Holdings in Leicester to start selling marijuana in 3 days. New England Treatment Access will begin selling marijuana on Tuesday as well at its location in Northampton. A representative of the store described what this means for them.
It means a lot. It means everything. I think that's, the goal has been to get there. We're all here now, and to be able to invite the public and see what cannabis can be for the Commonwealth, the Netaway, it's an honor.
Retail sales were originally going to begin July 1st, but the regulatory approvals were delayed. Local students in the Maine South neighborhood are getting a unique opportunity to learn some of the more difficult instruments. Music on Maine allows kids to play the violin, cello, and others in hopes of keeping them off the streets. Tonight, the group of young musicians put on a show in Worcester. Our Cam Jandro has the story.
This small orchestra is known as the Neighborhood Strings. It's made up of kids from Worcester's Maine South neighborhood and their mentors. These students are learning how to play instruments like the violin and cello.
Music on Maine was designed a way to connect our Neighborhood Strings kids and community with our mainstream audience.
The kids, ranging in age from 7 to 16, are getting free music lessons thanks to the Worcester Chamber Music Society.
The key is to help them learn how to play together, be together, learn presentation skills, learn how to focus. Right, we get them off their phones, get them to focus.
Now, this program is about much more than just learning how to play music. It gives the kids a safe place to go once school lets out.
Primarily, first and foremost, we're a safe haven after school. A lot of these kids, right, their parents are going to be working all day. Students get a chance to play instruments 2 to 3 times a week. Worcester Chamber Music Society's Executive Director Tracy Krause wants music in Maine to provide local kids unique experiences other programs may not offer.
The opportunity to learn an instrument, to own it, to do something that really they feel really confident about, it opens opportunities for them that they might not otherwise have. Yeah.
Now, the Strings do have a few shows leading up to Christmas, but their biggest show comes in early March when they get to play at Mechanics Hall. Anna?
Thanks, Cam. Switching gears now, the snow this season already quite different than last year. The snow here early and the rain didn't wash it all away quite yet. Our Rosalind Flaherty spoke to residents today and has their reaction.
It's a harsh reality for people in central Massachusetts.
I hate it.
There's not much we can do about it. Nature is going to do what it does, regardless of what we like or not.
The season's first snowfall dropped 7.8 inches of snow on Worcester, something many weren't ready for.
First storm of the year, it's pretty lousy. Hit us in the middle of the night, woke up, it was raining, it's soaked. It's so heavy, it's ridiculous.
Landscaper Kevin Riddler wasn't even finished cleaning up all the leaves yet and had to trade in his rake for a snowblower.
We still have a ton to pick up and they're buried now, so we won't be able to get to those till probably spring.
In nearby Holden, there were 22 pieces of equipment taking care of the roads. Director of Public Works John Woodsmall says they did what they could to get the job done, but says it's hard to prepare for snow this early in the season.
We didn't have a chance to do all of our usual pre-winter maintenance checks, so that was problematic for us. Could have been better, could have been worse. It was came down very hard, very quickly for several hours, and gave us a run for our money.
Although it's only November, people shoveling say they can't wait for the warm weather to return.
Since the winter came early, maybe we will get an early spring.
We'd like to be able to bottle August and then open it up on a day like this and have it melt this mess.
Rosalind Flaherty, Worcester News Tonight.
A 3-alarm fire is under investigation in Uxbridge. It started around 5:15 this morning at the Aldridge Street Kennels. Animals were inside at the time. 2 firefighters were taken to the hospital but are said to be okay. Sadly, 1 cat died. Another dog suffered burns but is said to be doing well. Firefighters say the snow conditions made getting there difficult.
To access the building both from a distance and trudging through the snow.
The chief says the fire is under investigation, but it appears it was an electrical problem. And the snow can also cause problems for the American Red Cross. The organization announcing they're in critical shortage of all blood types. Hospitals are currently using more blood than they're receiving. Account executive Catherine Lawler says snowstorms can lead to cancellations of blood donation appointments and blood drives at schools. She says Thanksgiving and the holidays are also a slow time for blood donations.
We usually do see a decline around the holidays, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's. Just donors are really busy during that time of year. They have a lot going on, and with the additional complications of winter weather, we do typically see a decline. Additionally, we rely a lot on the high schools and colleges, and so with those being closed during the holiday periods, we don't have that strong support from really that period of time of the year as well.
The Red Cross is open 7 days a week. If you'd like to donate, you can schedule an appointment online. A group from Central Massachusetts is raising money to help aid in the fight against cancer. The Humanity Bridge Foundation is working to raise funds to help build the 3rd Shakat Hanam Cancer Hospital. Rashid Sheikh says the hospital, which runs 100% on donations, not only helps the poor and needy in Pakistan, but also provides research work and clinical trials, helping to fight cancer worldwide.
It's a world-class hospital and it is a world-class research center. And that cancer research is being used anywhere and everywhere in the world. Also, anybody who cannot afford money, no matter who you are, what your ethnicity, religion, country is, if you need help, Shakat Khanum Cancer Hospital will treat you, provided you are in certain, certain guidelines they can help.
The Humanity Bridge Foundation will hold its gala tomorrow night at the Holiday Inn in Marlborough. It's a ticketed event. You can find tickets at skch.eventbrite.com. Multi-million-dollar upgrades are coming to Union Station. It will include a center platform and signal and light upgrades. Friday, the Lieutenant Governor and Secretary of Transportation met in Worcester to discuss the future plans. Our Gretchen LaRosa has the details.
A $4 million upgrade is coming to Union Station. Lieutenant Governor Karen Polito, the Department of Transportation, and Worcester leaders met Friday to discuss investments on the Worcester-Framingham commuter rail line. The goal is to improve transportation between the first and second largest cities in Massachusetts.
We received a lot of input that people want to get to Boston quicker. So adding that heart-to-hub nonstop train has been really important.
There are often delays on the Worcester-Framingham line, but Lieutenant Governor Karen Polito says these investments will work towards fixing this issue.
Better on-time performance, more reliability, which will increase the interest that people will have to use it, because they need to know that if they take the train, they're going to get to their destination at the time they expect to.
The improvements will include a center platform which will allow for 2 trains to enter the station at once. City Manager Ed Augustus says the commuter rail is a critical piece of the future in Worcester and offers a less stressful commute into Boston.
Being able to market options to Boston direct, an hour or less, it's going to make more people who now are spending an awful lot of their time on the Mass Pike or other roadways say, you know what, in an hour I can get there, varying times during the morning and afternoon commute. It gives people the flexibility if sometimes they have to stay late or get back home. It gives more options, which is going to allow more people to take advantage of that opportunity.
Secretary of Transportation Stephanie Pollock says these developments are now being designed. She says millions of dollars have already been put towards the Worcester service, and it will enhance the progress in the city.
We know that the better we can make the commuter rail service between Worcester and Boston, the more it can support Worcester's growth.
Now, the Department of Transportation says there's no immediate timeline for these developments, but say the commuter rail here in Worcester will be receiving a $4 million facelift. Gretchen LaRosa, Worcester News Tonight.